Hello. Welcome. Hi, CypherX. Welcome. We're doing a BinaryNinja stream today, so I hope that's exciting for you. Yes, I do actually use Rewind. I use it for reverse engineering. It is the perfect tool. It is so good. Being able to just press a button and then we can go back and look for any address I've seen, function signature, SHA-256 hash. It is an amazing tool for reverse engineering. I really wish it were still developed. It makes me a little sad that they stopped working on it. They did switch to a new thing, but it's mainly around meetings and transcription. So it's a little not what I would like. So I switched to using it for, yeah, I'm still using it, but they're not releasing any new builds, I think. It's a little sad. Let me bring it up. Rewind.ai. No, it's okay. It's okay. They're switching to limitless. I think they will have the same, what do you call it? The same screen recording feature. But I think it's very, very useful. I love it when I can just press the, I think it's option space, and then search for a hex address. And 3 months ago, I looked at the same sample or symbol. Building signatures for malware is so easy using this tool. I really love it. I've been considering building a similar thing for Ghidra and BinaryNinja, where it's just looking at where your cursor is at all times and your decompilation and different aspects, and then building a vector database underneath and just making it a local implementation just for reverse engineering. Because I think it is very, very, very useful. It'd be great for Sidekick, for example, to be able to say, you looked at this function in another binary 3 weeks ago or something similar. Dear, welcome. Today we're working on type libraries for BinaryNinja. So I have some working for Ghidra at the moment, and I did some work off stream and spoke in the BinaryNinja chat that were very, very helpful. And I'm going to be scaling up my pipeline to build BinaryNinja type libraries as well as the Ghidra ones. So we're going to use the Luigi work that we did in the last stream, and we're going to run this all on the Mac Mini. I like the idea a lot. Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I find that these AI tools that I work with work best as a very super powered search engine, because it can reformat the question, it can search a vector database, summarize results. It's a very good use. And often I think that I'm looking at similar code with similar names and things like that when I'm looking at a new sample for triage, and having it search the vector database would be amazing. This is part of the reason that I'm building this BSIM similarity engine tool for Ghidra. It's very fun. So, you talked about using some screen recording things in the UI, but for user studies. Interesting. I have been building a thing that monitors my cursor, so I could basically rewind and see where I'd looked more conveniently, because I find that I go down on a tangent and then I want to gain the context back, so I move back up the stack of what I've looked at, and then I want to get a summary of what I was doing at the time and things like this, or search for similar things. So monitoring the cursor has been interesting. In the selection, I tend to reverse engineer by selecting things that I'm reading, which would be an amazing habit if it recorded what I was selecting. Yeah, I'm always excited to meet another Rewind user. I think it's such a useful tool. It's a little privacy invasive, but it happens locally. It glues a lot of the existing APIs together, so doing this on macOS is actually not that bad, and I think there's some open source implementation. But let me start off with some GitHub. Okay. We have the Ghidra data types. There's not a lot actually in this repository. Just some curl things that I did. I've mainly had this working locally. But let me bring up Visual Studio Code. I was working on this tool, which will integrate into the mass binary analysis system we've been working on stream. And this will be part of that Luigi script. We will speed it a lot of binaries, and then it will output BinaryNinja DWARF type libraries. So what we're going to do in this stream is we will take this script, integrate it into our continuous integration path, and then we will build a few type libraries to see how they work. And then we will put that up on GitHub for others to use. So the goal is to build a type library for libcurl, libz, the compression library. And I think I will also build one for, as one of the OpenSSL I think will be useful. And with these three, we can test out how BinaryNinja handles data type archives, how those are different to Ghidra, and the sort of thing that we'll need to do in our continuous integration path. So what the script does is actually a lot easier in BinaryNinja than it is in Ghidra, which is not surprising. Not surprising. So we import BinaryNinja, which is amazing already. We have to shell out for Ghidra. Then we import the binary view and the debug info parser. We take a base binary, which will be the original shared object or executable. And then we take a DWARF file, which is the symbol information, which we can extract from a few different sources. We can build this locally, or we can extract it from a symbol server like the Ubuntu debug infod, and then we will construct the type archive out of this that will output. And then anyone who's reverse engineering this binary can import the type info and then get all those data types back, which is very useful when you're looking at statically compiled malware. You can get that type information and then propagate it through the rest of your binary. So I've implemented just a basic class to make this easy. We have a DWARF file discovery, function, which we'll fill out. Right now, it just looks for the macOS DSIM. We have the import debug info and export type library classes. The export type library is the one that you'll actually call from the user interface. It gets the current binary view, creates the type library, and then it copies the types over. So this is very similar to the way Ghidra works, which I was surprised at. I thought that there would be a different approach here, but they're solving the same problem. Importing the debug info was a lot easier here than in Ghidra. So let's get started. The most interesting part of this, I think, is actually building the libcurl and the different type libraries we're going to be building. Ciphertext says, technically, if it's statically compiled, that's what the signature libraries are for. It says type libraries won't actually apply all the types automatically to the matched functions. Both are definitely useful. Interesting. So this is similar to... thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the Prime Ciphertext.
So, with Ghidra, we do build two libraries. We build the function ID database, which is the signature library, and we build the type information library, and together they can identify the statically compiled versions of the same functions. We also build a binary similarity database, which is building a vector database on top. So we can discover these in a few different ways. Sorry, ciphertext. So if there's a function ID equivalent in BinaryNinja, I'll definitely do that too. Our current pipeline, if I open the VX pipeline, where is it? New window. This is on my Mac Mini, so this will take a second. Okay. This is our current system for Ghidra. We have an extractor, a cart transform, which creates a cart archive of each of the malware samples, and then we have the Ghidra analysis, where we unfortunately have to shell out, but we can run a script and we can generate the binary similarity, and we can also generate the function ID, and we can extract the types. So this is similar to what we'll be doing. This is for malware. The BinaryNinja one will be just for type information. But we'll integrate the two at the end. Okay, so let's get BinaryNinja started. And we'll try this locally. It's BinaryNinja. There'll be an update, I'm sure. Thank you also for fixing the mass analysis bug I was running into. That looked like it was complicated to find. Okay. And we'll need a terminal. Get us started. Okay, I need to go get my script from yesterday. So our goal is to build this off of work already done. So I want to extract all of these libraries ideally from Package Manager, so that we can get the exact same version that malicious actors will be using. So normally with curl, for example, they will just get it from brew or from the Ubuntu package manager and link against that, they might go and download a specific build, but that just makes them more signaturable. So with brew, it's very useful to use this unpack command with patch. This will actually download the source code and then apply the brew specific patches to curl. Then you can open it and build it yourself with the debug mode. Once you have that, you can get all of the dilibs and extract the symbols using dsymutil. This is important for Ghidra. I don't know if it's important for BinaryNinja. So for Ghidra, it needs the dsym in a separate file for the full analysis to work and for everything to be captured in the correct way. It's a little strange. I think it's a bug on the Ghidra side. I'm not sure in BinaryNinja if you can import the debug version directly and get all the symbol information that we want. It'll be worth testing. So we'll do this manually to start with, and then we'll start working on this script properly. So let me run this. I'll start with curl because curl is an easy thing to test with. I have a lot of malware that will use curl. This is a lot easier to do if you have a symbol server. So if you're working on Windows or if you have the Ubuntu symbol server set up, it's a lot easier to do. I'm working on macOS at the moment, so I'm going to use the macOS build, but I'd like to do this as well for Ubuntu using their symbol server. I have a note here to look into it. With debug infod, I'd like to make this eventually a BinaryNinja extension that can detect the link and then look up the appropriate version in the Ubuntu debug info symbol server and then apply those data types automatically. That would be really, really nice. Just going to wait for this build. This won't take long. A lot of people, Ciphertext says it's a good idea we do it with PDBs on Windows. Didn't think about checking Ubuntu. Yes, a lot of people don't realize that these package managers, people need to get the debug symbols to debug things all the time. Often the maintainers will have a set of GDB or LLDB scripts which will get the debug info from somewhere automatically. So for Brew, you can run it with the from source option, and there's usually a debug version of the package. For Ubuntu, you could download a deb file for apt, which contains a debug build, but they recently started using DWARF 5 and splitting the symbols onto their symbol server. Recently, meaning I think in the last 2 years. It will be really nice if we could, for example, download all of the debug versions of the builds and all of the debs and then generate function ID databases and then build this all together. Interesting for training Sidekick. So if I had more compute, I would really like to do this all automatically. It'd be really nice. Unfortunately, I have a Mac Mini and a Linux PC here. So I will do my best. Okay, so inside here, if we do the find iname dilib, you can see our script created the dsym, and the original dilib is here. The original dilib is symbolicated. So let's see what BinaryNinja does. We'll do the find. We need to open that directory. Open libs. Let's see what BinaryNinja does. So with Ghidra, if I open this in Ghidra, there's an extra step I need to do. So this file is fat. No, it's not fat. It's actually thin. I think I needed to specify another argument. If this were a fat file, Ghidra dies when it tries to load the DWARF, because it actually extracts it to archname after the dilib, and then searches here for archname. It's a bug, but I'm sure BinaryNinja will handle it better. So let's get our library, libcurl. This is a symlink, but we'll just drop this on. Okay. You can see here, the libraries are in opt homebrew. This is, I think this is the patch that homebrew applies over the top. Homebrew typically expects things to be in a specific location. I'm very glad it's now opt and not a /user. Let's see what the types look like. What did we get? So we got system types here. We don't have a lot, and I don't see the things that I would expect from libcurl if it was symbolicated. Just looks like libc. Interesting. So now if we were to go to the top, I think we can go import debug info. I'll try this one. There's my console. Did that do anything? I don't think so. Import debug info from an external file. Just put us in a strange place. Okay, we need to actually go into the directory manually here. So here's the DSIM. We loaded the one named libcurl4. So we'll select the DSIM. Resources dwarf libcurl. Okay. This looks better. So we've loaded the types correctly now. Looks like we have the same issue. See, double check. Our issue is different because we're not failing because it's fat, but just because it's integrated. Yes. You can right click on the file in the new tab menu and choose open folder location. Here. Option clicked. Makes it easier to get to the path to the DSIM. Command T to make a new tab. Ah, I see. This makes sense. Open file location. Brilliant, thank you so much. That makes sense. Okay, so now we have the data types. This is what I would expect. So we have curl handle, which is so nice to have. Curl list. The ones I really like to have is the curl handle, the curl options, constants. They're very nice. The curl codes. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Much nicer. So we want to then make this into a type archive. So this goes into system types for libcurl. So I want to try to do this manually. So there's a difference between a type archive and a type library. Create a type archive to start with. Call it bylib. BNTA. Okay. So we have the archive now. I want to push these. Okay, I want to put these types into the archive. Do I select the type? Push types to archive. Okay. Can I select all of the types? Either works. So a type, ciphertext says, a type archive is meant to allow a common collection of types that multiple files can access and use at the same time. Type library is closer to what you're doing. A collection of types that aren't changing over time but are related to a particular file. So my thinking is I'd like this to be available so I can use it in a statically linked library as well. So if there's a statically linked binary linking against libcurl.a, I would like to also be able to use these types. I'd also like to generate the function ID that you mentioned, the signatures. So I think I'm just going to create the type archive to start with. I think a type library does sound fine. So I push types to archive. Okay, now these are in this archive. Okay. Okay. I guess they're in there and saved. So if I want to create a library, is there a way to create the library from the user interface? Add type library. It's nice to see so many system frameworks. That's very nice. Okay. So I've saved this. Is this now saved? I can see 2 megabytes in here. Ah, thank you, thank you. Let's see. So we need to create this from a script. Okay, I see. In that case, I will go with the script I have here. Let me get my chat back up so I can see. If you're manually reversing something that's shared, then the archive makes sense. Archive itself is saved. Okay, pull types into them. Think of a type archive like a Git repository where shared types can live. So 2 different files can push and pull changes. Interesting. So the library is static. I see. And the archive is dynamic. Okay, I think that makes sense to me. So if I create a type library, nice. They use a folder. This is very nice. So we can make it so you can just clone this. I see. So it's looking in the import table. Okay. Thank you, Akari. It's always nice to have one of the developers with you. See, type signature maps as a fixed function to a particular name. Okay. So I'll generate the signature as well. Let me get this script up and running, just so we can create the type library, and then we'll work on the signature. Then I'll plug it into Luigi, and we can run this over a lot of files at once. Okay, let me go through my script really quickly. Okay, we have the dwarf importer. Hit the binary view. I really like being able to create the binary view from Python. I really wish Ghidra had a nice Python API. It has a nice Python API, but it's so difficult to use external to Ghidra. This is one of the best features of BinaryNinja. I love it. Okay, we'll find the dwarf file. This is wrong. It is actually content resource. Oof. Okay. So we'll create a new type library. Interesting. I like this as well. Doing this in Ghidra is a real pain. Oh, I love it too. I love it. It was confusing at first to me doing the slash. I always liked to do join path. Again, being able to use Python 3 is one of those things I should not have to say is amazing, but it is amazing. I use Ghidra a lot, but I run into a lot of problems with some of the more complex things that I try to do, like creating types and extensions. Okay. Binary view. I don't know why the type information is confused here. So you have a type in your definition. It's annotated correctly, but this is returning an penny? I think. Property, platform, or none. I see, I see. And then the arch. I see. Let's just make things a little happy here. I think this might work. The NTL. The dwarf file is actually not required.
Base 64.
Oh, thank you, Dahuhu. Welcome, welcome.
Dahu_ just subscribed for 9 months. Thank you.
Actually, want this. And I'll just put this. She'll leave it. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Welcome, Dahuhu. How are you today? We are working on... That's my muscle memory, sorry. We're working on BinaryNinja today. Okay. I have not set this up correctly to do the path. Let me get one of these other projects. VX processing. It's a good day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome, Draco, as well. I hope you're both doing well. I don't think we need any of these. Lots of dragons today? It's true. Just because I'll always do this. These are just temporary names, don't worry. Ninja Dwarf. That will do. Thank you, co-pilot. Let's install and see what happens. Welcome, fellow dragons. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. I need to add... build. Okay. What happened? Missing... import. What's it? Import... My mind is blank. I hate underscore and... I'm doing init. Sorry, I have many things in my head. Okay, probably I should want to move that, or can I... Packages, list of names. Is it here? I'm sorry, this has become a Python packaging stream. Close. No? Does that not go there? Under project? Python packaging is a hot topic. Where does it go? Help me, co-pilot. Where in project Tommel does the packages? You're telling me it goes under... I don't believe you. Okay. Should be a list. That will fix that. We will need to fix that later, but just move the folder. I tried a list the first time. Okay, no module named BinaryNinja. We need to import it into the environment that... Well, this is painful. I'm thinking. We need to import it into the environment pipx constructs at the end. I don't think we can include it as a dependency. I don't know if there's an easy way to do this. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. I need to get the environment first. Okay, BinaryNinja data types. Which one of these is the run? To inject, run, interpreter. I might... Does it tell me where it is so I can just source directly? Here. Here. You can see how often I run this, because it's always in my history. Okay. Thank you. Let's see if this works. Of course. And you choose the word library. It would be really nice, actually. It would be really nice to have a Python package I could depend on that would automatically go and find it. That would be really, really nice. Things are breaking. Okay. If I could depend on BinaryNinja, and then BinaryNinja would go automatically find my BinaryNinja installation and install it into that environment if it doesn't already exist, that would be amazing. Okay, so this thing seems to work. Can I just do... It's because I broke it. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Grand Shark.
Identified.
The Gram Shark just subscribed for 4 months.
Thank you so much.
/
Welcome, welcome. How are you today, Grand Shark? I should print out where I'm searching. Time for logging. I hate this. I hate this so much. Are you doing good? That's good to hear, Grand Shark. I'm glad to hear. We're doing some comfortable BinaryNinja development today, where I get to write Python 3 instead of Java. While I do like being one of the most popular Java streamers on Twitch, it's nice to be a good Python developer too. Does BinaryNinja have a synchronized setting feature so you can load the settings and plugins for a new install automatically? I know my settings have been imported, but I don't know that my plugins always survive. Okay, logger seems to be working. Just clean this up a little bit. I have my BinaryNinja settings in iCloud. It's very nice. I do the same with my terminal setup as well. Although, in item 2, where is it? Here, general. settings, whenever you import it the first time and you set this, it always says, would you like to copy the current setting to your settings file? And if you click that, you quickly delete all of your settings. It's so annoying. Okay, so let's try one more time. Okay, now we need to fix the actual bug. So here, we're going to search DSIM path.
RTFM.
Risky click. It is a risky click. Thank you, Standoff Matt T2. I am reading the manual. Thank you to Ciphertext for supplying the manual. Thank you, Copilot. I see. Not. That's where. Okay. We don't want to have the suffix changed. Something is happening. Something is happening. I'm getting logging. Why is Sidekick there? I don't have Sidekick. Did I just install it? Maybe it's synced. I don't have a Sidekick license. What is this thing? They have 89 kilobytes. I think that sounds big enough. But let's try it. BinaryNinja. Let's see. Really quickly. References. I don't actually have Sidekick. So I should just disable it. Looks very old, and it has 1 star, which I think is a little low. I've made a mistake by clicking that button. I've made an extra mistake by clicking that button. Disable while updating. Oh no. Would you like a spin trace? Activity monitor. You did get a small spin. It's disabled. Let's try again. I don't know what happens if it already exists. Oh, you lost sound? Okay, Python install is happening on the UI thread. I feel that. As a software engineer, I feel that. This is taking a while, so I think it's doing something. We only got 8 kilobytes, so... maybe your SQLite is very efficient, but I feel like that is too small. So let's open this file location. How about this one? I'd like to open the file location. Oh, I've moved it. I've moved it. That's why. It's just lagging. That was because I've moved the file. It's okay. Okay, so if I open the dilib now, dilib, we'll do libcurl.dilib. I don't know if you'll follow the symlink. Probably. Okay, followed the symlink. Type information. We don't have the types. Now we load that type archive. Add type library. Sorry, the type library. I need to move it somewhere special. Okay. I remember the documentation. Do you remember?
RTFM.
So you can load it from anywhere, but I need to put it in. Oh. Do I need to tamper my bundle? Use a folder. So I can go in here. Okay. In here. And it's called typelib. Okay. Okay. No, up there. Library. We could try. Oh, really? Amazing. Something is happening. Okay. No, it's not happy. Is this the right path? ENTL? I am feeling the logger is not working. No, it is working. Okay. So it sees the functions. No problem. I can push this up to Git as well. That's fine. Down here. Make that a little bigger. Can you see that? I'm probably missing a step. So I create the type library at the platform. this code here, the function signature is definitely running. Okay. Our type library is still small. Is this SQLite or something? No, it's a BinaryNinja type library. Okay. Is that the right size? It feels small to me. But then I don't know the actual size. The other one was very very large. The type archive. Okay. This is fine. Others add. Okay. Pull foundation and things. Can I undo that? No. Okay. It must not be searching here. Hyperlib. Try to use the API. Okay. I did see that in the documentation. Will this work? Do I need to do BinaryNinja? Time to get the real path. Okay. Okay. Where did that go? Okay, I have the type archived. And I add it to my binary view. Okay. Okay, did that load? No. Did it capture? This looks not right. Encryption info. We got the functions, but not the types, I think. Also, it didn't seem to add here. Strange, strange. Okay. The name for this. So this is not something that imports libcurl. This is libcurl. Does that... Does that matter? So still... Not here. Symbol, symbol, symbol. What am I doing? Let me run this again. Just waiting. We're adding functions. Do I have anything that imports the curl dilib? I can make something quickly. So that was my thinking. I worry maybe because I'm using libcurl dilib here, it's not importing anything. And it seems like this is all about import time. Maybe the type archive is best. Do I have anything that imports? No, it did pull the types, okay. Darwin. No, it did not get the types either. It only got functions. There's a bug. At least one bug here. Probably here. This is wrong. Do you know why? We probably don't even call this. Let me try adding some types first, then I will try again. We did have function types in there. Let me see what happens. Then I will load something that imports libcurl. Or have something. Better. This option. Here. Okay, so we did get the type info added. This is better. This is more what I expected. Okay, let's see if that works. Still, I don't see it. It's not a path. Is the name wrong? But this is not. Lack common. Not sure. I need malware. EX on the go. Something that imports libcurl. Let's do You might say to me, it is faster for me to just find something or build something that is linking against libcurl, but I went to all the effort of extracting 200 gigabytes of malware to this Mac. I'm going to use it. It's true, the M1 Macs are so nice. This thing that I have here is a little bit overkill. Hi Sonic, welcome, welcome. Just waiting. Just waiting, this won't take long. This machine is a little bit overkill. This is a maximum spec M3 MacBook Pro.
Mommy Mameron just followed.
Thank you so much for the follow. Hi Sonic, we are doing some programming today. We're working on BinaryNinja, and we're trying to construct type libraries for open source libraries. So the idea is that we can take these type libraries, create a function signature, and then apply the type library to statically compiled malware, and then propagate those types using the decompiler. This should make reverse engineering malware a lot faster. And the M1 is very nice. Thank you so much for the follow, mate. Mami Moo O Melon, it says in my stream elements. Thank you. I said a kana. Mami Moo Melon. Arigatou gozaimashita. I think this was a mistake. This was a mistake. I was hoping to use my nice malware folder. Anything in here that will link against anything I recognize, that will link against libcurl. There will be some North Korean things that do. I thought Xloader might. Would be nice to use an actual example, but instead we can. Maybe we can use the curl binary. Did we compile the curl binary? Move this over here. Let me see really quickly. Did we just compile curl? Why am I only thinking of this now? Curl? This is in the libs, so... No, I can't open there. Check up from that folder. That's what I'm doing. To get... Yeah. Did I just compile curl somewhere? Not lib. Maybe that will link against libcurl. But then I think of that before. Can I tell quickly? Not yet. What happened? This is wrong. No, it's not. Ah, I see. Okay. Did you not compile? Confused. Can I get my system code? This will be linked against the shared cache, but it should be okay. It should still have the... Okay, this is better. Tell me, BinaryNinja. What he linked against. Excellent, libcurl 4. Okay. Now can I hit my type library? No. Can I do it from here? Reopen with the ARMv8 slice? Does it default to x86? How sad. Living in the past. This is also ARM64E. You can change the setting, thank you. I will change the setting. Okay. Still nothing. This is ARM64E. I don't know if that will matter to you. I did compile an AArch64. Cool. Still no. Oh, thank you. Let me try the setting now, before I forget. The setting is... Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can select here, 64E. Are we ouch? And 64. I do prefer the E slice if I can get it. I like my pack. Okay, that type library. Still nothing. I see. I do like the open with options dialog though, just in case. I was using that for a while to apply the Objective-C. If I drag and drop this. In here, I would do this. The workflow to Objective-C. Okay. I'm really not sure what's happening here. Let me have another go. Okay, let's see. So we are getting the type information. It is in the library. It's just not loading. I do wonder if it's something to do with the name or the platform. It's definitely writing it correctly. Okay, let me try quickly. Let me rewrite this. Okay. Use the directory /typelib. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to actually push this code. It does seem to work. I'm just going to create a repository on GitHub, and I will push it. Excuse me. Really? Really? One second, I'm almost pushed. Enjoy, enjoy. Okay. Then so I saw that the type library had what it should. I loaded it in BinaryNinja, and you can see here we have the correct function types. Where is it? X. And it was in. So that is correct. The named types. You can see here we have the correct types. Okay. There was a zip file I uploaded to the BinaryNinja Slack with the type library. I can upload the type library as well. Let me DM you here. Welcome. I just saw you joined the Discord too. Thank you so much. Okay. We are in an interesting place. While that is happening, I'm going to try and figure out this Python package issue. I'm curious if you can load that as well. If you're on a Mac, I just used the user bin curl to test. Okay, I need to go to Python package TOML. This is nice. I never do this. I should. Packages. Not there, please. Package. I thought that was it. A dependency. Might be easier to do. I want to, what does the English say? I want to include only Ninja data types Python package in my Is it this? Okay. You see, it lied to me before. Object packages. This seems strange to me, but okay. Can I say exclude? So my plan is, once this is working, to have this automatically download and then build the data type archive. So I'd like to have a system here where we have a list of dependencies, list of packages that we will build automatically in continuous integration, and then build the data type archives. Be interesting. I need to get a BinaryNinja working in my CI in that case. I would probably try to use a GitHub action. I also have a Kubernetes cluster and a Helm chart for BinaryNinja and deploying it, so I can deploy to my local cluster, which, don't worry, it is one machine, so I don't think I'm violating the license. So I can analyze mass amounts of files at once, and I'll probably just have a list of packages to start with that we will automatically generate the type libraries for, and then we can accept pull requests to build these. If you do decide to have an official type archive, I'll be interested in contributing to that. I've been building these and using these for a long time in Ghidra, and they're very, very useful. And as I move to more BinaryNinja usage, I want to have these type libraries too. I'm happy to license it, whatever you like. At the moment, I just made it Apache, because that's what I always do. But I'd really like this to be a default feature, especially if I get the loading from the Ubuntu symbols. It'd be really nice, especially if I could have it automatically detect the import, find the right file from the symbols on the symbol server, and then generate these type archives and load them on demand. That would be really nice. You've been talking about having them installable. That would be really, really good. So Ghidra has a search location. It works very similar. I usually use the function ID to apply them. And they are available in a project in Ghidra as well, which I really like, so they can be committed to, similar to the concept of a type archive that you were talking about. I think they're very underused though. we've got this, we've got a Dart type library, things like this. So it works very nicely, and you can do... you can import them from a project or from a file. Very, very nice. Very similar, I think. But again, they solve the same problem, so it makes some sort of sense. You have it working, but it is tedious. Okay. I will take tedious or silly over not working, so okay. At the library, okay. I won't move it then, I'll leave it. So we have the type library. I'm pressing Control here to clear. Interesting. Create a type anywhere in the file using any symbol from the type library. Then it will show in there. So it's not linked, I guess. Would you like me to file a bug? So for example, if I go to set opt, okay. So I want a use. We only have a data reference in here. Easy setup, okay. So this one, if I set the type to... This is a bad example, I think, because I want this to be an enum. I think maybe I'll change this type. Create a variable, press Y. Okay. Let's get... Sorry. Navigating very poorly. Set opt. Anywhere. Okay, I'll just get this function. Go here, press Y. Where is that coming from? Sure. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see. Okay. I see. So, let's instead... So over here, this should work too. So... Easy set opt. Where am I? To curl option or something? Curl opt. What is it? Okay. Okay. That looks better. Look at this on the left. Nice. Now it's set to an enum. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now you can see why I love doing this so much. Beautiful. And we make the first thing a handle on easy setup like this. This is no longer this. This is a curl handle. just a curl. Use pointer. Curl close. This is looking very nice. Can we propagate the name? So if I name this... Actually, how do I make this function? Here's the... So we have the type of the function captured in the type library. How do we apply the function signature? Okay. Edit function properties? No. Change type. Just try renaming it. Do we have it in the type library? So I do have it. It might only be in the initial import, maybe, that it does this. Get name, get named types, named objects. I'm just assuming this will work. Does work, okay. This is a function type. Okay. So I have the type here. Can I apply it to the current function? Is it that easy? Is it really that easy? Ciphertext, thank you. I'm used to this. This is what I'm used to. Let me just go here. This is my normal flow. Go here. Wait for it to extract the Java doc. From here, I would search for data type manager, because there will always be a manager. Then from here, we would find set data type somewhere. Oh, we need a transaction as well because we want to be database safe. Yeah, that is very nice. You're very quickly convincing me. Very, very quickly convincing me. Nice, okay. So what does this look like wherever this is used? So I click here. Nice, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Transactions, you have to do transactions for the undo. So in Ghidra, you can batch. It is actually nice. I do like it because you can batch your undo to be either a script or specific to one action and you can name them. It's actually very nice. But you have to engage it. It's very annoying. That part is annoying. Okay, so this has renamed this to data, which is what I wanted. So I wanted to name the function here. I'll redo the types and propagate the variable name, which is really nice. So in Ghidra, I would set the type, and then that would propagate. So that's happened here. We also got nice types here. I wonder if we could write a quick script to clean these up. It would be really nice to have tied to the type library a set of cleanup actions. So for example here where it's dynamic, where I have data, an option, and then this type could vary. It would be really nice if I could easily have it fix up every one of these types. It would also be nice to optimize this to be what it actually is, which is probably an if go to, or a switch. But this is already beautiful, beautiful. Pull up standard error. We've got an arg1 here. So fixing things like this would be not bad. So this is a standard error. This becomes a file stream. So automatically fixing this to be a file star. Now you get the offset. This would be very nice to do. Especially if it was tied into the type library somehow. I'm thinking of how LLDB handles this. So in LLDB, when you load a DSIM, you can have a set of Python scripts which are bundled, which perform extra fix-up. Okay. For now, I could probably write that myself, but this will be status. I'd also like to be able to name the return value. That would be good. What is the enum type? So this isn't enum, but is it the actual enum? Enum status. It's a curl code. Types from types libraries go into system types on the type browser. I see, I see. So these will get length. Okay. Beautiful, isn't it beautiful? Don't you like when types get propagated? Oh, it's so nice. I really do think, at least for me, when I work in Ghidra, types are the most important thing to get right. The Ghidra decompiler is incredibly sensitive to types. But you can see how working with malware, having this automatic just changes your life. That's really nice. Okay, so I think I'm at an interesting point now. So we have one thing to file on the... Do you want me to file a BinaryNinja API issue for the thing not appearing? Or would you like to do that, ciphertext? Okay, you'll track that. Thank you, I appreciate it a lot. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. This is still a new feature to me, I think. So... No, it's okay. I like living on the bleeding edge. That's why I'm running your dev branch. Okay, let's think. So we've done this for libco. We can try another library now. We could try another one from Brew. We could also see what the Ubuntu package manager looks like to do this for Linux. Okay, I left a note for myself in the code. Debug info D. Download it on the fly using your debugging session. Okay. Build ID. Okay. Let me log into my Linux machine.
You really mustn't, darling.
The thing you're on. Develop. Okay. By the DWARF V5. Excellent. Nice. Debug info D service. Are you already doing what I'm about to implement? Debug info D? That sounds amazing. I wonder if you do that on other platforms. Debug info D. Hello, VM has one. GTB has one. Binutils. Debug info D find. This looks nice. Why don't I just... Yeah. Let me see if I can install it. Apt search debug info D.
Stack Overflow.
Well, thank you so much for the raid, Trycatch.
27 friends.
Welcome, welcome. I really appreciate the join. Thank you for the raid. Debug info. Debug info find. So we are just working on BinaryNinja at the moment. Working with type libraries. So we have created a type library with the help of ciphertext for the curl, for libcurl. Sorry, I'm coding and then trying to also speak to humans. So we have... I developed a VS Code theme. Amazing. So we have been working with the type library API to create a tool that will create a type library from a DWARF file, which we have built from brew source. So we use Homebrew, the package manager on macOS, to create a debug version of a library like libcurl. Then we use our Python script here to import that binary and its dwarf information into BinaryNinja, and then create the type archive and export it. Then we worked on loading that on BinaryNinja, so we can get very nice types. So if you look here at libcurl.dylib, here where we're calling curl easy setup, you can see it's got the correct types here. And these types are very nice. This makes reverse engineering a lot easier. I think I would like to also do the function ID before we do the debug info thing. So if BinaryNinja has already implemented debug info D, maybe we should work on function IDs for the libraries that we import. So let's figure out where to start. Is there any function ID? Signature matcher? I've never used the signature system before. So let's go over... If you'd like to see what we were just working on, I have pushed it open source. Lives here. SigKit. Thank you. It's a plugin. I see, signature kits. Excellent, thank you. Am I using the right Python? Let me double check. Thank you. Okay. Flat buffer, okay. It's not as easy to use as we'd like. Yeah. I don't mind sharp edges. It's fine. Okay. Tool signature library. Okay, let's try it. So in libcurl, I was thinking, so what I would do in Ghidra is I would apply the type library to the current binary to as many functions as possible. Then I would run the type propagation using the decompiler. So that would be A. Then I would do the function ID capture. Now I'll do that because I want the type information to be included. But it should be okay. It should be okay because the signature should be based on things. It should be okay. You can apply it directly to the virtual environment. I will do that after. Okay, so let's try. So I'm going to here, and we want the signature metro. It did say it would put it up in the tools, maybe. Do I need a restart? New tool signature library. Okay, I'll just do a quick restart. I will save that. And it could live right there. Thank you. That preference is working. Signature library. Generate signature library. Okay. What is this name? This is creating the signature library now, so I should do this. The required extension is .sig. Like this, I think. Something is happening, maybe? Did something happen? It's done? Okay. So that created that. And that will be in this directory. Okay. You can now explore it. Okay, I'm going to move it to here. Now I can explore it. Now I can explore. Okay. Is this just some? I see, excellent. Specific byte prefix match specific functions. Interesting. So this is generating it from a prefix. Interesting. Okay. So this will get you the names. Then we apply the type library over the top to then apply the types. And we're good. This is very similar to the function ID function in Ghidra. So I am using a slightly more advanced thing. I see. Not dissimilar to your rule. Mask specific parts of the instruction. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's very similar to how function ID works in Ghidra with the masking. I am moving to using binary similarity, using the bsim vector store. So you construct a vector database from each of your functions, which includes things like the data flow, control flow, function signature, and a few other bits and pieces. It's very, very nice. And it's very good. So I've constructed a large binary similarity database for Ghidra, and it even works through some obfuscation. It's very, very nice. But unfortunately, they use their own version of a vector, their own vector hash, their fuzzy hash that turns things from their control flow, data flow graph into a vector is custom, and the type of vector they store is custom. And so it doesn't work with a Postgres database with standard vector plugins. It's very annoying. It actually uses their own implementation. And this is likely for some legacy reason, because I was considering trying to port this to BinaryNinja. Let me find it. No, not this one. They definitely do, and BSIM looks like it has existed for a long time. Let me just go here. This will be quicker. LSH, yeah. It is their own LSH a locality hash, I think they call it. And then these are hooked into Postgres. So this makes it difficult to deploy. It makes me a little bit sad. So I'm working through deploying this now into my Kubernetes cluster so that I can finish my mass analysis. So I'm taking all of the malware in VX Underground, generating BinaryNinja databases and Ghidra databases, and then I am applying type information over the top, and I am importing them into the vector database so that you can just have a single thing you can deploy. I'll dump the database to a file so you can load it into your own infrastructure, and then you can just see if something is similar to another thing on VX Underground. I'm applying time and family names and a few other bits of metadata I can extract. So you can see, for example, this piece of malware is related to this other one. It's very interesting and it works very well. It's just a lot of compute. And I wish I didn't have to custom compile this extension for Postgres because of this custom hash function. But I think building something similar in BinaryNinja would not be too hard, and I think worthwhile. It'd be really nice if they could even be compatible. But I doubt that will be the case. Yes. Google did try to get some of their BinDiff tooling into Ghidra, actually. There was a pull request, but I think they abandoned it due to licensing problems on Google's side. Yeah, this is my goal too. I don't have as much compute as Google does. I wish. But it is very interesting. And if I can release it open source, maybe someone else with more computers than me can do it. One day I'll have that much compute. Okay, so we have these signatures now. Let's do something fun. Let's do... Get the dilib. Why did I pressed tab and it's running Xcode build? Excuse me. Move with S. Debug tables, vocal symbols. I think I just want to remove some. Let's see. Okay. You might be interested in function similarity search. Control flow graph. I see, it's very similar. Interesting. This is very similar to the bsim command line. Again, it's doing the same thing. this is a interesting thing while I'm doing my analysis, it is Apache too. I could run through it. It's not touched in a long time, but that's okay. It does not look like it has marker support, but that's fine. I have a lot of P's and I have a lot of else in my database. I know you shipped a build with all of the symbols to BinaryNinja. Yes, macOS strip is different. It is frustrating. It's about posting more details, extracts various features, use them as a vector. Makes a lot of sense. Hey Taran, have to go to bed. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it. And your help was invaluable. Thank you so, so much, Cyphertex. I hope to see you again soon. And I'm glad I could help with some BinaryNinja development and build a plugin for you. You have a good sleep. Okay, let's check our strict binary. Still have some things here, some things are removed. X, S, still have these will be here because it's a dynamic library. I actually want to break it. Strip all symbols. My gosh. How do I really strip a binary? A city. It'd actually be nice to search through my big database again. Where's my big database? Huh? Maybe it'll be faster here. I wish I had a real database for this. I should build one. Grep should be fast enough though. Would it be better to do find dots? Okay, we're just going to build a quick search for executable. Wait, file. I don't want the MIME type. So we have around 200 gigabytes of malware from the VX Underground. And I'm looking for any that use curl. And then we're going to try analyzing it in BinaryNinja and using our new type archive, our type library. Interesting, some is stripped and not stripped. This worked really well for us when we looked at the bash light using bsim. We were able to recover a lot of the type information. Very useful. Okay, well that is running. Mark O. Have we really not seen any marker yet? Maybe. We will need to add this to the Luigi script. Not sure. This probably actually just uses curl in the string table. Where's curl? Probably not. And I think BinaryNinja will be happy with the type library anyway, because we will be taking a AArch64 type and trying to apply over an x86 type. Okay. I think it's still running. Do we have anything yet? Not yet. I'm very slowly building my own version of VirusTotal here. So while we wait for this... I might take this time to also push the malware analysis Luigi script too. Let me get that. Kindly, it is on... Which machine is it on? I need to wake the machine. Do the cart, we do the extracts. Why is path imported here? These are everywhere. Okay. Okay. Need to update a few things and then I can publish this publicly. This is... This is terrible already. Okay, we have some. This is an old version of the code. Why is that an old version of the code? Actually want This one. This looks better. Okay. This is better. Hang out a license file. You want to copy the... Need one more window. Copy the readme. I have too many computers. What? Hello, Phil. Welcome. How are you today? We've had a very productive stream today. Oh, yes. Yes. Where's the ruler? I do need a ruler, actually. We had the CEO of BinaryNinja in the chat today helping us with a BinaryNinja problem, so that was very exciting. We found some bugs, we produced some useful things, and it sounds like they will use our work, which will be very nice. So I thought I'd better dress up. Okay, I think I'm ready to push this. I'm going to actually rebase. Where am I here? I'm on the wrong computer. This computer. We want terminal. What am I doing? Get rebase. Nano. What? What is happening? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Did I do that wrong? Gig log. rebase onto this one. What do I want to do? I think I actually want to do this. This is a mistake. Never do this. This thing. Code workspace. This is a terrible name. I know it already exists. Here, remote, add, origin. I'm going to push this up and then we will make this a public project. Okay. We have license, we have the underground extractor. Okay. I think now we can make this public. If anyone would like to try this, it's very unstable, I'm sure. But key issue. Okay. That is 2 open source projects created in one day. Welcome, welcome. I think that is a record. I think that is a record. 2 projects, open source, in one day, one stream. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. I'm feeling very good today. Okay. Okay, I think now I might end the stream, but let's find us a raid target. Well, thank you, Cube Dude. I really appreciate it. That's 2 projects we open sourced. If anyone is interested, please join my Discord, where I publish a lot of open source things. And you can ask me questions. We talk about malware and reverse engineering, programming, and all sorts of other things as well. Feel free to follow me on my socials, if that will work. Twitter, Mastodon, YouTube. YouTube is not so... Okay, you can follow me there and there. We do streams every week, sometimes more than once. And we stream both some games and programming streams, reverse engineering, Ghidra, BinaryNinja, all these sort of things. It's really, really fun. So I'd appreciate if you join next time. Please drop a follow if you haven't already to find out about the next stream. Let's find us a raid target. Let's find us a raid target. Who is online? Who is online? Leader Spec is online. Let's go raid into Spec. She's doing art, so this should be a nice chill stream, I hope. Thank you again for joining me. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Let's raid over and be kind to Spec. And I'll see you all next time. Join the raid for extra channel points. Let's head. Thank you.